Growing up, I thought basketball was my everything. I thought basketball was the plan God had for my life. But God closed that door to bring me closer to Him.
But my whole life, bro, I've been playing basketball my whole life. Like, ever since I came out the womb, ever since I was born, it's been straight basketball. Like, I've been playing basketball my whole life, and like I really loved it. Like, I really loved basketball. I was going to basketball camps. I went to the Kobe Bryant camp. I went to the Duke basketball camp. Really just invested all in basketball. My dream was to go D1. So I got to middle school. That's when the grind really started. Like, that's when I really started to lock in and just really try to achieve my goal of going to a D1 school. So throughout middle school, I played really good throughout my 3 years, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I just kept improving each and every day, man. I started to really work out every day. I was going to the gym every day after school. After practice, I was getting more shots up. Like, 6th grade, I was really just improving my game, starting to fall in love with the game more each and every day. I was maturing, with my jump shot. I was getting my hops up. I was in the weight room. Like, I really was just improving my game and just really, I really just started to really think I can go to the NBA. I really thought like in middle school, I really thought like this was the plan God had for me. I thought basketball was the plan that He had for me. I really thought that, and in my mind, I was just thinking like, it's basketball or nothing, basketball or nothing, basketball or nothing. Like, I really thought I thought my life was basketball. So yeah, middle school ends, it's time for high school, and my goal in my 4 years of high school was just to get one offer. It was just to get one college D1 offer, and that was my goal going into the high school, just to get one college Division I offer. So my first year in high school, freshman year, I played in the freshman basketball team. I didn't make JV, I didn't make varsity my first year. I made the freshman team. 10th grade year, I was determined to make JV. So 10th grade year, I made JV. I played really good. I was a star player on there, and I really was good. My team did good. We did good. So next year, I was really looking forward to playing varsity in my 11th grade year. But COVID happened. Y'all know COVID happened. That took a year away in my basketball. So junior year in high school, I didn't play basketball because of COVID. So coming up is my senior year. That's what's coming up is senior year. Coming up senior year, I was kind of worried. I was worried because I didn't have no college offer yet, and I just thought my life was just basketball. So my time was almost up. It was the beginning of senior year, and I'm just thinking to myself, I don't have any offers. What am I gonna do when I graduate? I was thinking my life was over, and at this time, my relationship with God was not really that good. I claimed to be a Christian, but I was living in sin. I was idolizing basketball. I barely prayed. I barely read my Bible. And I just thought God was just a person that was just supposed to bless me with things. And I just thought that He was just gonna make me famous, make me get all the girls, make me have all the money through basketball. That's what I thought God was gonna do for me. And I really didn't have a relationship with Him. I just thought that He was just supposed to give me all these things and stuff. I was far from God. At this point, I was idolizing basketball each and every day. I spent no time with God. Like, I wasn't focused on Him. I was just focused on basketball, getting girls, and just living life. I didn't have no relationship with Jesus. I was far from God at this point. So like I said, senior year's here. Basketball season comes up, and this season I'm just relying on this one season. It's either do or die on this season, because if I play good this year on my senior year of basketball, I can get an offer. If I play good, I can get an offer. I can, gotta go to college for basketball. But if I don't play good, then, no offers. So I was on varsity. I was on varsity as a senior. I was starting, and I was just relying on this one season. I was asking God. I was like, I just told God, I was like, God, please allow me just to play good this season so I can get an offer. So the season goes on, and I played terrible. The first couple games I played terrible. I had my worst season. I think I averaged like 2 points a game. I averaged like 3 turnovers a game, and I end up getting benched. For the rest of this season, and I had my worst season. I got no colleges hit me up. I didn't I didn't play good at all this season. And like I said, this was my worst season. This is my worst season. So fast forward, graduation comes up. You know, high school's over. I graduate high school. I apply to colleges. I end up staying home for college. I go to a college called UMES. I go there. I stay close to home, and you know, I don't play basketball or nothing. I don't play basketball. I just go there for straight education. And at this point, like I said, I'm depressed. It's probably one of the lowest moments I ever had in my life. I just remember, like, right before college, something telling me basketball was not for you. Basketball is not for you. Something was telling me that, and that was God. Like, God closed the door of basketball for me because he knew that, you know, it wouldn't lead me down a good path. You know, I was idolizing basketball, and, you know, it just wasn't the plan he had for me, you know. Basketball was not for me, you know. It was not the plan God had for me. And him closing that door on basketball allowed me to get closer to him. After I was done basketball, like when I started doing my first year in college, I started reading my Bible more. I started going to church more. I started to really start seeking Jesus and building that real relationship with him. And you know, nothing in this world is going to fulfill us but Jesus. So, you know, this is the happiest I ever felt. You know, I'm in my third year of college, and, you know, I'm really, like, this is probably the closest I've been to Jesus, been to God ever. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but this is probably the closest I've been to God. And I remember posting that one YouTube video. It was called Trying to Be a Better Man of God. And that was like when I was in the midst of, you know, dealing with me not being able to play basketball. And I remember I posted that video, and it did good. It got like 2,000 views in like a day. And that just really just helped me just to realize, like, maybe my calling is to spread the gospel, spread the message about God. So yeah, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Just know that God may close some doors for you because he has different plans for you, man. So if there's something that you're doing and it doesn't work out or something, just think of it as, like, just think of it as God has a bigger calling for you, and just know that God has a plan for you. Whatever it is, just trust God, trust his plan, not your plan, because I was trusting my own plan. I thought basketball was for me. I thought basketball was my life. I thought basketball was going to be what I do in life, but God has a bigger calling for me, and I'm still trusting him to this day. So yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. I appreciate you for watching, man, and I love y'all, man, and y'all stay blessed. Your boy David is out.